here playing Farming Simulator 19, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use Courseplay to set up a combine for harvesting, along with a grain cart and a truck for offloading. So we're going to be incorporating the grain cart into this setup here. First things first, we need to get the field set up and ready to go. This happens to be a brand new field on Autumn Oaks. Autumn Oaks does not have the field numbered, so we do need to create a outline of the field here. Have not done that yet. I figured I'd just show that real quick here for anyone that maybe runs across this. I did do a dedicated video on this already as well, but I figured we'll go through this one more time here. So we're going to calculate current field edge path. We're going to give that a number here. So let's see, what number are we up to on here? 7. Looks like 8 is the next number. So we're going to add that to field 8's edge path list. So now we have a field boundary for that. Hopefully it's right. I probably should maybe drive around it just to make sure, but we're going to assume it's right here. But we're going to go to course generation. So of course I have Courseplay open here. Should maybe start with that. Make sure you open up Courseplay, which depending on how you have it set up, is easy as right-clicking or Control and Delete. I typically like to set it on Control and Delete there. You can change it right there in the settings menu. So if we go back to the main screen here, which is what it should open up to, by the way, we're going to go to course generation. Make sure you're on field work mode here. So that's that mode right there. The default mode is usually this one here, everyone. So you want to go to field work, which, by the way, is only going to be available depending on what piece of equipment you have. For some reason, this combine here, and I've got a suspicion as to why, but typically most combines will not show these two options over here, transport and unload mode. They also will not show the leveling mode. Combines typically will only show this mode, but this combine's got a bunch of options on it, so that's probably why that stuff is showing up. Minor details, but make sure you have it in field work mode. Course generation, you're going to click on the field you want to harvest here. Assuming Courseplay can automatically detect the field, it should bring it up. So field 8, which is what we just assigned it to. And now we need to play with the options to think we're going to get a course that's going to work. Now if you look at, can I zoom this in? Yes, I can. A little bit of an odd shaped field here, so I'm thinking probably like 3 headlands maybe I think should be good. Give us plenty of space around the outside edge. Courseplay is saying the working width on this is 9.3. I'm just going to go with that. Again, Courseplay is typically right on that. And of course, again, you can change these settings as you see fit. No headland, all kinds of passes. You want to do like a racetrack type around the field, spiral design, just, yeah, however you want to see fit to changing those. Multiple tools, all kinds of stuff there you can change. If you have islands in the field, which we don't in this case. I know we showed that here doing some cultivating over on this field here. This field had some islands on it. So it's a little iffy with Courseplay on that sometimes, but usually it'll do halfway decent. So we're going to generate that course. Should generate it here fairly quickly. We'll see what Courseplay comes up with. I always suggest take a look at the course. Make sure you think it's going to work. You don't see any like weird cutting across something or some other oddities going on. You never know with Courseplay. It's going on some weird angle. It's just like, that doesn't look right. Maybe play with the options some more. This not great, but I think it'll work. We'll go with that. And of course, if you want, you can save it. I'm not going to bother in this case here, but we're just going to tell them to start at the first waypoint, drive course. Pretty much as simple as that. Now, Courseplay should be harvesting. We are harvesting soybeans here, so it'll take a moment for the combine to fill up. That's great, because that'll give us time to get a grain cart course set up here. We just got a John Deere 8R here with a Kinsey 851 grain cart. Nothing too spectacularly special, I would say. You know what? Let's see what's here. You know what? I'm going to move this truck just a little bit further down here, I think. This is the Buster's GMC grain truck. Just doesn't really matter what you unload into, everyone. I just chose this one. I figured this would be a good one to grab real quick here for this example. Okay, back to the grain cart here. And let's see where do we want to start this course at? That is an excellent question. A little bit of an odd shaped field there, so I'm going to probably want to be a little bit careful about this. And yes, I know we're driving through the crops here, but we'll just start it over here, I guess. If that's going to give enough space here or not, but hopefully it will. Okay, so we're going to stay a ways back from the truck here. I'd probably prefer to be a little bit further away, to be honest here, everyone, but given the shape of this field, I suppose we could go down to that edge maybe, but we'll see once this should work here. We're going to start course recording here. It doesn't matter what mode you record this in. That doesn't matter at all here. So we're just going to record a course, start course recording. Driving up to the truck here. Try to keep as in line with the truck as you can in parallel. Otherwise, if you get a little out of an angle there, sometimes Courseplay can detect a collision and it will not pull up to the truck. We're going to set a waiting point once the pipe is over the truck. So set a waiting point. If you don't have the pipe out, don't worry. Just create a waiting point where you want it to be. And then we're just going to drive back away here. Okay, then we're going to stop. We're going to... I'm not going to bother saving this here. We're going to put it in the second mode here. The second mode here is Combi, Empty, Combine, and Offload. This technically is for trucks. The official grain cart mode here, at the point I'm recording this, I currently got version 6.01.00398 developer. Still does not support the actual grain cart mode here yet. I'm not sure, at some point, maybe in the future, it will, everyone. So just you maybe keep that in mind in the future you'll watch this. Maybe the grain cart mode will actually be working. If it does, at least at this point, it shouldn't change anything. The course I just recorded stays the same. Start point, wait point, that type of thing. You would just use the grain cart mode right here. The big thing the grain cart mode will allow you to do is it lets the pipe be usable by Courseplay. In this mode here, everyone, you have to make sure you have the pipe folded out. So make sure you have the pipe folded out. Also, you need to set a waiting time. In this mode here as well, Courseplay will not wait for the grain cart to unload. If you're in this mode, it will. Again, this mode doesn't work yet, unfortunately, here in Farming Simulator 19. So, we got the course recorded. We need to go set at least one option here, and that's under the tractor tab here. Waiting time, we need to set that to however long you think it's going to take for the grain cart to unload. So, I don't know, what, minute? I'm just going to guess a minute here, everyone. You may have to play with this time depending on your grain cart and stuff like that, but like I said, for this, I'm just going to guess a minute. And then we should be good. Now, a couple things to note here. We're just going to drive course here at this point. No combine in reach, eh? Should say waiting for fill level here, I would assume. But if we go to the last one that's available to us here, this up and down field mode here, we got a bunch of different options we can change as needed, like side offset. Courseplay is usually pretty good about auto-detecting the pipe. Not always. Especially probably going to be on this combine here, because I think this combine has a couple different pipe options, so Courseplay might be a little iffy on it. So you might want to manually set the offset. I'm going to leave it for auto at the moment. You can also set the drive on and start at. So once the combine is 50% full, it should go unload the combine. Depending if the pipe is in crops with pathfinding turned on. So keep that in mind. If you have pathfinding turned on here, which probably would be a good idea with this field, odd-shaped fields, probably a good idea to have this on. And especially if you want to be a little more realistic, too, you might want to have it on. Otherwise, everyone, I typically recommend turn it off. It's not very nice to say so, but I call this Courseplay stupid modes right down here. If you have these on, it makes Courseplay stupid. In this case, with the odd-shaped field, it hopefully will actually help make Courseplay a little smarter. Regular shaped fields, it's probably going to let you pull your hair out. So just keep that in mind here. So let's see once our combine's making its rounds here. While we're waiting for that, we can record a course for the truck here. So we need a course for that. So we're going to open up Courseplay on this one here. Again, it does not matter what mode you record the course in. We might as well record it in the right mode. We need to be in grain transport, which is this first mode here. So if you're following along on the combine, we need to be in fieldwork mode. That's the one right here. It's grayed out on the truck because we can't do that with the truck. On the grain cart, we're in the Combi Empty mode. Now, we could also run the truck in this mode, too, by the way. And then the truck would directly unload the combine. I do plan on doing a video specifically for that one, so stay tuned if you want to see how to set that up with Courseplay. That'll be coming at some point. And then next here, the very first mode is just the transport mode. So we're going to start course recording. We're going to start the course recording at the point where the grain cart loads the truck. Or tractor and trailer, whatever you're using. It doesn't matter. We're just using a truck in this example here. And yes, I do have a little bit of crop in here. Not exactly required, but... And just for simplicity's sake and slightly unrealistic, I'm just going to cut across the farm here. Obviously, you know, you record the course however you see fit here. This is just an example of how to record it. And if I remember correctly, the silo is this one back here. One on the front, I think, was for hay, right? Let's find out. You take sunflowers? Yes, you do. Take sunflowers. I'm pretty sure I'll take soybeans. You don't need to set any waiting points or anything like that. On occasion, if maybe for some reason Courseplay does not detect the silo trigger there, I have used the waypoint. Some maps, some silos, just, I don't know, Courseplay doesn't detect it. Then you can use it if you think you have to, but most of the time you do not need to, nor do you want to use that. Okay, back to the field. Oh, our grain cart's on the move. We're going to quick finish this up here, and we'll hop over there, see what kind of mischief he's getting into. And then just kind of try to line up your stop point here with the start point. I don't advise getting super close. Let Courseplay find its way to the start point there. You know, if you're off a little too much there, and yeah, that's going to cause problems. So stop it. Drive course. And then Courseplay should drive back up to the start point here. Worth noting, at least with this version of Courseplay, everyone, I have had problems with Courseplay doing that. It does not want to drive back to the start point for some. I don't know why that is. And wow, Courseplay, you're going the long way around. Courseplay is going to be attempting to drive all the way around to the combine here. With pathfinding turned on, it is going to try to stick to harvested sections of the field. Ooh, it's getting a little close to the edge there. That's why it's driving all the way around. If you turn pathfinding off, Courseplay would have gone straight to the combine across crops, whatever. Now I have crop destruction turned off. It's silly having that turned on anyway, if you ask me, so wouldn't matter, but... Oh, it's going to be a little close to the tree. Is he going to get it? Oh, we just missed it. Okay. Okay, well, we've almost caught up with the combine here. We've literally made a full circuit around the field here trying to catch up. I did crank up the... Whoa, what are you doing there, Courseplay? I did crank up the speed here a little bit so this would go a little bit quicker. And it occurs to me with the shape of this field here, I might want to change one more setting. On the combine here, we're going to activate stop during unloading. Just the shape of the field, I don't think it'd probably be real wise for Courseplay to unload on the go here. In fact, this might still end up being a bit disastrous here. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. Wow, that unloaded fast. Oh, my goodness. And Courseplay, what are you doing? Yes, and here we observe Courseplay in its finest. I'm not sure why it just cut across the combine like that. That was kind of weird. Now, that was a little weird there. But anyway, so, yep, you can see, everyone, as far as it goes with harvesting with Courseplay and grain carts, everyone, it is a little derpy, so just keep that in mind. Obviously, if you watched any of my videos, everyone, yes, I've had lots of choice words to say about Courseplay and harvesting. And my recommendation, again, if you're going to be harvesting on a nice, square, open field, I suggest turning off Courseplay stupid modes here. I also suggest turning them off on the combine as well. Do it on both the combine and the grain cart. Just a couple other settings to note here as well. When you can turn up the speed if you think you can get away with it. 25 miles an hour. I didn't quite dare go full speed here. Again, it's not a very big field. You can change these unload percentages if you think that's necessary. Side offset, that's something we probably could actually bump up here because it looked like we were plenty close to the combine. If we were further away, it would have been better. We could probably get away with, I don't know, 9 meters. Again, you might have to play with that number a little bit. Also, align with first waypoint. I've not had any success at all with that. You may want to turn that off as well. Again, your mileage may vary depending on how derpy Courseplay is going to be for you. Grain carting here with Courseplay seems to be one of the most derpiest modes for Courseplay at this point. They just seem to have all kinds of things broken with it with the last couple of versions I've had. So again, just keep that in mind. If you got maybe an older version or, again, at some point in the future, probably a newer version than what I'm using, hopefully it works better for you. Just keep that in mind. Courseplay is definitely gotten a lot derpier here in the last few versions. So anyway, everyone, that's how you create a harvesting setup here with Courseplay. We got the combine rolling. We got a grain cart that's rolling into the combine. And we also have a truck over there, which I guess we didn't. You know what? Before we wrap it up, everyone, shall we have this go unload at the truck? Let's see if this works here. So if you want to force it, you should be able to hit continue here. And it should go. Okay, never mind. I guess it's not going to. Okay. Maybe I'll have to wait till this is full. Come on, Courseplay. There's supposed to be a drive now option here. I'm not sure what happened to that. Did they maybe they did away with that feature. Well, that's weird because I have it in my other game. I'm not sure why it's not showing up here. Normally you can do drive now, and that will force... Actually, I could probably do one if I do this. Start at the first waypoint, drive course. Ah, there he goes. Into the tree, probably. Okay, and we are approaching the course here. Note, I do have a line with first waypoint active. Notice, everyone, it is not doing it, so apparently that is, like, just completely broken. So I don't know if it's going to matter if you turn it off or leave it on. It doesn't look like it's going to work at all. So we're lining up with the truck here. Should unload here once we get up to the truck. And he's going to sit at the waiting point for 1 minute. This part of Courseplay is not quite so nice. It'd be nice if the grain cart mode would actually work. Then it wouldn't actually sit there for that entire minute. Especially in this case, everyone, given the fact it's not actually full. But it is what it is. Oh, well. And then, yeah, once his minute's up, he should drive off. And then with the truck here, if we just tell him to drive now, he should go unload. So, like I said, everyone, there's the harvesting with Courseplay. Again, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And again, you may want to play with the settings there a little bit on the combine and the tractor there with, again, I know not very nice, call them stupid modes, but that's essentially what they are. They do make, they help on odd-shaped fields, but not in regular fields. So, again, everyone, thanks for watching, and till next time.